Your door frame behind your head makes you look like you have cat ears.
No, I wish I had cat ears. I need that.
You need some headphones
I
with
do.
cat ears.
I do. I need something. I'm gonna put my like little thing back on so I like fucking somebody's like 40s housewife or something. That's
You
what I'm
need some of those like animatronic animal ears that actually like move,
I know.
like have like
Like
a
I'm a
little.
curious little key. Yeah.
Yeah, like oh, I'm sad.
Look at this. You know what? This is great. 'Cause when I put this on
Hey,
YouTube, see, he was like, "We don't do cats. This is a dog house." Winston, we love cats, Winston. Oh, he
uh
looked
oh,
up.
he's on one. I can tell he's on one. He's over there like barking at Eric's ass, and Eric's ignoring him.
Talking. Mom is
He's
on a
like,
podcast.
hey, you know what? You're not helping either. You with the
No.
barking.
He's like, "This is how I talk, you judgmental bitch."
My children don't even talk to me that way.
Your dog's got attitude.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hey, my cats have catitude, and I'm like, that just works too well.
Yeah.
So
See, we got a little sidetracked. I forgot what we were talking about.
I did too. We were talking about keto stuff, and then we were talking about like we totally missed the boat on like getting talking about Prince Harry being in the UK for the Invictus Game stuff and how.
Oh yeah. You wanna talk about his dad's freaking portrait,
dude? The Ghostbusters called and said you copyright infringement.
Yeah,
That's what they
said. I don't remember the name of that ghost guy. Vigo. There you go. Time is but a something.
Yeah.
Something else is but a window. Time is a door. Something else is a window.
Like
I'll be back.
Where it's like the portraits and like the blood of his like former enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
But so I've been watching. Have you ever watched The Crown?
Yes, I've watched the whole ass thing.
I am like season 3 or 4, like right after he marries Diana and has William. That's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Like, I wonder how much of that is true. But I almost want to say whoever is doing it, they're almost seem like they're pro Charles. And you would think that they would be like 1,000,000% like down with Camilla, like pro Diana. If it's me and I was writing it, it would be down with Camilla, pro Diana, 100%.
You know, they do a very good job at keeping it pretty non-biased.
Like unbiased, yeah.
Yeah, but until they get to like the later seasons, until they get the last two. Actually, they don't ever get that far.
She doesn't deserve to be in the Crown anyway.
No, she's not in the Crown. They do not acknowledge her.
Good.
But you know, but all of that was done before he became king.
Yeah,
so but yeah, I feel like I did not care for the last season because of how. Well, one, the Queen is played by the same lady that plays Professor Umbridge in Harry Potter. Yeah. So I already hate her because she is the mean ass crazy cat lady, wizard. So I had a hard time removing her from that role in order to see her as the Queen.
Yeah.
So which who is someone that I've revered and loved for my whole life. So I don't think. Yeah. But I didn't like the person that played the Queen, and I did not like the way that they portrayed Diana. And so when you get when you get to the end, when you get to that season, we'll circle back and we'll see if you have the same feelings about it as I do.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's daytime background noise because you don't have I'm not invested enough to 1,000,000% pay attention to it, but I also know enough of like the history of it all to like pick up. I liked like when Queen Elizabeth, like when she and they first got married, like because the guy that plays Prince Philip, Philip?
Yeah,
Okay.
Prince Philip.
I'm thinking wrong, but he actually was like in the Game of Thrones, like House of Dragon.
Yeah, he plays Damien.
That without thinking like you fucked your niece, you fucked your niece, you fucked your niece. Like I just can't. I'm like, ugh, you fucked your niece. Does the queen know you fucked your niece? But I like the actress that they had play young Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah, I really like
She was
her.
really great. I thought she was stunningly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But so speaking of Queen Elizabeth and Professor Umbridge, the actor that plays older Queen Elizabeth, aka Professor Umbridge from Harry Potter, her daughter is one of the Featherington sisters from Bridgerton.
Oh, is she?
Yeah. So have you
Okay.
watched any of the Bridgerton?
I haven't watched any Bridgerton because I was kind of on like a boycott for a while. I was like, I'm not gonna just jump on every like
Yeah.
trendy train that I can because it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
And it also gets expensive. Like we've
Yes.
talked about this before. You have to have literally everything is cheaper to have cable these days. Yeah. But I did it. I relented and watched. I relented and watched The Crown, and now I'm getting to the point where I kind of want to watch Bridgerton. But
Oh,
I
that's
do.
good.
I am aware of like the different characters and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll watch like little clips and stuff on YouTube or whatever.
So there's 8 Bridgerton siblings, and Bridgerton's based off these books, and it's literally each sibling kind of has a book or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I watched like the first season of Bridgerton when I was sick with COVID in 2021, and I don't know how long but I was like, I keep hearing about it. I have nothing else to do because this was when you got COVID and you quarantined in a room alone, away from
Yep.
kids, all of that stuff. Loved it. Because I didn't have to do anything. I didn't take care of anybody. I could sit in a room, watch whatever the fuck I wanted. I'm like, I bring COVID back.
No.
Don't do it. Bring my COVID back. Nobody else's. But so I watched it probably like in a whole weekend, and I was like, well, I enjoyed it. It's very dirty. Like there's a lot of titties. I don't think there's like buttholes. I don't think there's ass. I don't think there's like cock and balls in it yet, but there might be.
It always kind of takes me out of like the scene, like when there's like
It's
like
tasteful
gr-
titties, so.
well, I can do that, but like
Yeah.
when you just like all of a sudden a bare ass turns around and there's like a cock and a
And an
couple of
old
balls
man.
in your face, it just takes
at
me
you,
out
Game of
of the
Thrones.
scene. Looking
Look
at
at
you, Game
you.
of Thrones, yeah. I'm not saying, I want
need
I want to expect it, and I guess their point is you should expect it.
Yeah.
So
There's a floppy cock.
Hodor.
Not even like I want to. It's not something not that like a penis is like the ugliest thing ever. Anyways, like I don't want to look at a cock.
A flaccid penis, absolutely.
Hard dick. I'm not there for it.
Depending on the dick.
Like, no, I'm good. I've seen a lot of dicks. So have you. So at least cumulatively, we have both seen a lot of dicks. I've not found one. That's why I'm like, that. You know what? Such a pretty cock. I want to like look at it. So I'm like, hey, show me your cock a little bit more. I have not.
and this is the difference between us.
Yeah. And it's like, let me see your penis. Huh? She's British.
I just want to say,
She's
just
a top
say,
British lady. Hello, love. I see your floppy cock. No, I don't want to see your
no,
penis.
I don't want to see a flaccid penis.
Your erection, please.
I'm waiting for him to hear this. Fucking waiting for him to give me the eyebrow. Just turn her over and go, give me that rock eyebrow.
I'm waiting for Micah to come in for his fucking
Micah, give us a little whirly gig.
What
Mama.
you doing, Mama?
Mama, what are you doing?
He'd be like,
well, maybe I'll start watching Brit.
You should. Like, season 3 just came out, and Netflix fucked us, and they did where it's 8 episodes a season, and they gave us 4 episodes on May 13th.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Until June 16th to watch it.
I have to wait until next year for not only The Handmaid's Tale, but the next season of The Gilded Age.
I stopped watching The Handmaid's Tale after like season 3.
Oh, it's so good. Like everybody that you want to like you, because you watch a show and you're just like, there's that one person you're just like, I can't wait until you
Like,
get
Serena
exactly.
gets her comeuppance, so
She hasn't gotten it yet, but
I know
Commander,
like,
what's his name did? Commander did.
He got jumped, like beat down, like street gang style by the handmaids, didn't he? Isn't that what
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they tore his head off.
Fuck that guy. I mean, for real.
Fucked him. Fuck that kid.
Because the last one I saw was where she was in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and that was like I think I didn't finish it. I guess
Well,
seeing her almost get away, and then like I'm just gonna be here. I'm like, sorry.
so I'm not going to give you any spoilers,
Yeah,
but
this
I'm
was
just
2 or 3 years ago. Spoilers.
I'm just going to say that if you were to decide to continue to watch, there would be some things that would happen that would not only tickle your fancy, but would just like drop your jaw. It's like it's gotten so good.
I mean, I'm already offended from when they cut Serena's pinky nail. I was like, and then she got a prosthetic. She got a green ass prosthetic. Like, where's my prosthetic? That's pinky.
Okay, you got to live in Gilead, okay?
That's
if you're
like
gonna
amputee discrimination.
I know,
It
and
says I'm not an amputee.
we should. It was amputated, wasn't it?
Thank fucking you. Yes. You know it is amputee. And I was like, literally, when you cut an appendage off or cut something off, like it's amputation. Like, even if you look into my like medical records, it says finger fucking amputation.
Amputated.
I'm an amputee, damn it.
Just because it was an amateur job doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Get your shit together, Joe.
It just for the people out there, just in case you were curious, yes, you can amputate a pinky with a door.
Yeah. But you have to be a baby.
But you have to be a baby.
Yeah. Don't do that. But I'm a cautionary tale to like all new moms where I'm like, you don't ever think that that is something you need to worry about. And I'm like, but you, ooh, damn.
Ooh,
That was a little spicy.
there was some heft behind that.
Yeah. I give myself to said hello.
Hello, salsa.
Kind of it. We've had like literally sitting at like the one viewer that is me for a long fucking time.
I know. I don't have any fuzzy hearts. We do have 260 likes.
I have 350.
You're welcome.
So.
He's laughing because he thinks he's funny.
Is that his fake laugh?
No,
That was his real laugh.
that was his real laugh. This is the cross that I have decided to bear.
And that's the thug life.
He laughs like fucking. He laughs like fucking. Like Burt fucking Reynolds.
I know Kevin watched Smokey and the Bandit.
It's the greatest movie ever. I love that movie.
You like a white guy from America. How the fuck?
From the South.
From literally, thank you. I made
Damn.
watch it, and I was like, literally, we talked about this. He's living. You're not watching. Like, you're not living your best life at this point. You know.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Smokey and the Bandit, go see Smokey and the Bandit.
I was raised on Smokey and the Bandit. Oh, my says my live well. What is he doing? Oh my god.
He's telling me he's playing video games with his friends.
The shit. Because he has that laugh, and then when Kevin starts to laugh, he goes full Revenge of the Nerds, where he's like, so.
He makes fun of me laughing whenever we get going.
You snort and shit.
I do snort.
Me too. Same. There was one day Kevin and I were like watching something, and he laughs, and it's like the start of a laugh. It's not even so. He like he went full goose on me.
Oh my god. He's like,
I just like stop and I go, and I'm laughing so loud. And so when the kids are like, what are you? They come up to me like, what are you laughing? I'm like, your dad's a fucking goof. He's a fucking goof. And so he's like, oh, fuck you. It's not funny. Because we were watching Ted Lasso.
Oh, but it is.
I don't know 100 bajillion thousand times if you have not watched Ted Lasso. You need to
I know.
because it's
I know.
It's endearing and it's funny and it's like we've watched we're on like this full like football, like European football thing. So we've watched Ted Lasso. Then we watched all of like Welcome to Wrexham, which is Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney's. Like they bought like a Welsh football team.
Mm-hmm.
And now my husband, who's never played soccer in his life,
Is obsessed.
And is joining like an old person like soccer team. And I'm like,
Go to
like,
Sam's
dude,
Club and
what?
buy some ace bandages in bulk.
I'm like, literally, we're gonna have to just get every compression sleeve known to man at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he broke his foot playing fucking softball. That's what my friend Rachel was. She was like, he broke his foot playing softball. And that's like a little bit of running. And he's gonna play soccer, which is like a shit ton of running.
It's all running. It's just all running.
Like, why wouldn't it be like a goaltender or like a defender? And I'm like, they're still
You still gotta run.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So
Kevin.
and I'm playing softball again, but I've only made 2 games and the season's over. There's that.
So you played softball.
I played a game. I Mother's Day. I had 2 softball games, like back-to-back softball games, and I actually did better than I've ever done. But I still I took the ball. Like I got to second base. Like I got to second base, and I was like, "Don't sign me up for cardio. No, don't sign me up for cardio." So because I would walk up, and I'm like, I struck out. Like I think it's about like 4 times, and I struck out 3 out of 4. If that tells you how great I'm doing. But I just like would walk up, and I'd be like, "Easy out, guys. Easy out." Don't worry about it." Usually I just hit it straight to the pitcher, and if I hit it straight to the pitcher and he catches it, there's no point like in getting this whole choo-choo train chugging down that fucking base. There's not been like sports bra mode that makes me look attractive running. Like I'm no Bo Derek, obviously. Like it's not happening.
Have you ever tried the Yitty bras? Apparently they're really, really good.
Yitty?
Uh-huh.
No.
That's Lizzo's brand.
How polarizing, obviously.
Yeah.
Ish. No, usually I have to wear like a regular underwear bra and like the tightest sports bra I can find, and that still doesn't like hold them still. So yeah, like they're flopping.
Well, big titty problems.
No, anyway, I got that breast reduction.
Hey, that needs to be our goal. Like Missy needs a breast reduction, so we need the likes and the gifts and all that, so that we can get her that booby job.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Kevin, because he goes, well, you know, like I love you either way, and I'm like, well, I'm literally not doing it for you.
Yeah.
Like nowhere in this whole like grand scheme of this decision is I'm gonna go. Still like my boob. And my friend Sarah, she's like, it's like a week long like recovery. She's like, the first week is the hardest. She's like, it's 6 weeks, but like the first week is where everything just fucking hurts. I'm like,
yeah,
that's cool. I'm like huge pussy now anyway, so that
it hurts getting out of bed. I'll be fine.
Yeah. I slept wrong today, and I think I tore my rotator cuff. Like I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because my friend was like, how was your softball game last night? I was like, I did not go to my softball game. And she goes, why? And I was like, because I slept wrong like on Saturday night, and I hurt my shoulder, and I didn't want to go through it.
Hurt myself while I was sleeping.
Yeah, that's 40s for you. Yeah.
That's our 40s.
But I do say it's because like I broke my shoulder when I was a kid. I broke this arm and this shoulder at the same time. So I have like residual like old peopleness from
What were you like in traction or something?
No.
Just immobilized on both sides?
No, I was like in a fucking flinging it basically. It was like they were like, don't move this arm, but you have a cast on this arm. And I'm like, well, I'm not right. I'm right-handed.
So,
Like,
so what do I do? I need a note.
You're like writing shit down and everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's just, and that's the whole thing is like nobody tells you. I guess they do because they're like, oh, you know, old people would be like, when it rains, this hurts. But now it's like, oh, like shit should be fucking up.
Yeah, that's my biggest motivation for wanting to shed some pounds, just because I'm tired of hurting.
Yeah.
Like I'm just tired of being sore. I'm tired of like having to like take a couple of like preliminary steps before I have to before I get my
Yeah,
full
get
stride.
ready.
You know, I hate having to stand there for a second and let my feet get used to having weight on them and
Yeah.
stop tingling so I can take some steps. I'm
I don't
just
want to sit and like my hips now that I'm getting older. I have the same thing happening, but like my hips are starting to hurt. And I know my mom and my Aunt Barbara have osteopenia. And I'm like, I know that that's like where that's headed because my mom would talk about how much her hips hurt.
yeah.
I'm hoping like the wear and tear can go away. If I can explain that.
I'm also really concerned about diabetes and pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
So those main things.
Does diabetes run in your family?
My grandmother had it,
Okay.
and while my mother does not have it, I don't know if it skips a generation or anything like that, but my grandmother had diabetes, but she passed away from pancreatic cancer. And the diabetes is what made them think was what they thought that it was complications with her diabetes that was causing the issues that she was having. And it was cancer. And by the time they figured out that it was pancreatic cancer, it was too late to really do anything. They did a surgery. I did a lumpectomy and then she did a round of chemo, but it was just too late. It just had taken over her body and she died.
And see, that's,
So
yeah, I get
yeah.
that. Because my, like a lot of people on my mom's side of the family either have cancer or they have hypoglycemia. So they're both sides. And I'm like, well, I haven't, knock on wood, had that issue yet. But I'm like, that's kind of what makes me worried, like with Micah's weight and stuff, is I'm like, ooh, like, is this something that we should be kind of trying to stave off now? Is all of that just because of the way his diet is and everything. But it's like every time I get my labs done, my labs look good, my vitamin B levels look good, and all of that stuff. I do need to probably get like a bone density scan just to kind of see how shit's looking, So.
Well, you also want to make sure that you don't have that fake cancer that runs in your family.
Well,
get your fake cancer screen.
The fucking 3 or 4 like fucking mammograms I had to have in February. You can't get these. Can't get these bitches. So
they have to scan a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
And get the pictures developed. And then you have to come back and get the rest of them done.
They're like, this girl's got some big ones.
Some big ones.
Some big ones. So, yeah. I'm going to go on your live and just like the shit out of your live and up your live.
Okay.
You're like,
thanks.
We're going to cheat the system over here.
Yeah. Cheating the system. Being rebels and shit.
There's like a thing where it's like some of your comments on this live for.
It's so funny that because when you join, it says Carter's or Farte.
Oh, the R's are.
There it is. It says Carter's or Farters like the live. There, hey, I got live.
It's so weird that they don't merge together. Like I'm not.
Yeah, I don't understand why that is.
Yeah, because you would think that I can see the people joining yours, and then nobody is on mine. So.
Are you still in jail? You wouldn't be able to be on live if you were still in jail.
Yeah, and what it was like the heading that I had my last live labeled as was getting ready to watch movies outside. That was what got me blocked was a picture of my driveway. And it was sexual discrimination and all this. And I'm like, but it's not.
What?
Yeah. And I even feel
they have driveway envy. Some haters got driveway envy.
I want to watch the fucking Grinch Stole Christmas in the driveway. I'm going to go to Kansas and watch a movie.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go to
They've got big ass FOMO.
Yeah.
Big feels.
They were just mad because I was out there watching a movie with my fire pit and fucking s'mores and shit in the back.
Somebody just pissed off. Everybody, I'm sure there's somebody. If somebody would watch long enough, that they would find something that they were upset about.
Oh, 1,000,000%. I think it was honestly just a bot.
Yeah.
And it got caught up because even the appeal had to have been a bot. So, I don't know. We've been recording for an hour and a half, and I feel like this is our best episode yet. I'm literally nothing.
We've talked. We started talking about some stuff, but I don't know about you, but my ADHD is off the rails. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Hot Mess Monday.
That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be the episode. Name of this episode is Hot Mess Monday. Because nobody's watching the live, so yeah.
It says there's 2 people.
On your side, I have nobody on my side.
Oh.
So look at you,
Well, I don't
Brian.
know. It's you and somebody else.
No, I left yours.
It says I have 2.
Oh, that's
Allison is hi, Allison.
You're so good at saying hi to people. I'm gonna start saying hi to all the random people that join and see if we can get them. So what?
Okay.
You have about 30 more minutes, and then it's like, I'm done. I'm old. It's been 2 hours. So,
Does it only give you 2 hours?
no,
is
I
it-
just my battery only gives me 2
Oh,
hours.
okay.
So, yeah.
Word. Well, should we talk about some more pop culture stuff?
We can. I went to Instagram and I was looking at E News's Instagram and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing going on. Like nothing. So
Seriously.
Bridgerton and P. Diddy are like the hot buttons right now.
Yeah.
And I am like talking my algorithm, and I don't know how I got here, but my algorithm is like nothing but like fucking Bridgerton. And I think
I know how
I
you got
watched it
there.
on TV. Hi, Anna. Yeah, I watched it on TV. I didn't like top. It's one of those that it's like pumpernickel, and we'll see like what kind of shit is like in my feed, like when I go to look at stuff. So we'll just have to see. I'm looking at E News to see if there's anything exciting on.
Let's see.
So, do you think, just if we're gonna go back to the beginning with Harrison Butker, do you think he insulted Taylor Swift?
I think that no, I don't think he insulted Taylor Swift.
Didn't he just quote one of her songs?
Yeah, but I don't feel like that was that was in any way, shape, or form meant to be like insulting or a dig at her at all.
There he is.
Is it Magic Micah?
Magic Micah time.
Magic
Can
Micah.
you come say hi to Amy? Her, we're live on TikTok, but nobody is watching on my side, so you can just say hi.
Hi, Micah.
So since we're live on TikTok, you need to make sure you shut the bathroom door so nobody can see your butt.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a family show. We're not that type of establishment.
Oh, no. I told her that so he has to practice his SH sounds, and we are using the word shit. And
Okay.
The song I Shot the Sheriff.
But I did not shoot the
Do you wanna say
deputy.
shit? Do a good shit. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. All right, shut the door.
Shut the door.
Shut the door. Yeah, she's got to do like mouth and tongue placement to be able to. So he's like, oh, here's one. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are living separately.
Yeah. I think they're headed for Splitsville.
Do you think they're headed for Splitsville, or do you think that because I was reading an article where she was coming out since she's getting ready to go on tour. She's got a new album out, right? That he's very like uncomfortable. I think he's been out of the eye for so long that he's not ready to be married or with J-Lo again. Because when they were together before, he was very. I think that was one of the things that it was different when you were just doing acting. You were doing horrible movies with Owen Wilson. And now you're going to go be J-Lo again. I think that's where it is. But I also think that they were apart for 20 years. And I don't see them divorcing. I see them trying to work through it.
So what I heard is that like Ben is not interested in living his life on like social media and that that is like where she is relevant. It's on social media. I think that she is not like her like documentary. People are roasting her for the documentary, and the tour is not doing well. The album is not doing well, and excuse me. I'm thinking that like maybe she's like freaking out, and like her diva isms are starting to like get ramped up
again, so she's
and
like going full daylight.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's
so
like you weren't J-Lo when we got back together.
yeah, I just don't understand why he and Jennifer Garner couldn't work it out. She
Because
seems like
he
his
couldn't stop
perfect match.
drinking and
Yeah,
banging the nanny. But that's all. I
yeah.
agree with you wholeheartedly. There, I think they were perfect, and
Mm-hmm.
they're very good friends. Like they co-parent really
Yeah.
well. And like
Yeah.
he's so lucky that she's given him like the grace that she's given him because in the
Mm-hmm.
public eye of how he did everything. But I agree. Like if he's not with J Lo, I would love to see. Even I think she's married again. I would love to see like them go back together because she's very
Oh yeah.
like, under the radar too. Like she's so chill and
Yeah.
she's not about being in the limelight and glamour and all of that stuff the way J Lo is.
Mm-hmm. I did read something else, and I don't know how much validity there is to it, but that like she like pushed him into doing that Super Bowl commercial with Matt
Oh, did
Damon,
she?
and that no, I mean allegedly,
Yeah.
and that he hated because he takes himself very seriously as a director, and that's where he's like trying to like focus himself because he won an Oscar for Good Will Hunting, but he won it for writing it.
Yeah.
And so he's never won an Oscar for acting because he's not the greatest actor in the world. But he has won an Oscar for writing and directing. So that's really where he's trying to focus himself. And I think that if these allegations are true,
It takes
he's
away from like
he's feels like it cheapens like the what he's trying to do with his image. You know?
I can see that because if he wants to, it's that whole like Rebel Wilson where she wants to be taken in like seriously as this serious actor. Because she can only get comedic roles because that's where she's been pigeonholed, right?
Yeah.
But also, I just kind of like even like Jonah Hill, where they take themselves so seriously. Like I'm not a comedian. Like I'm an actor. I'm an
Mm-hmm.
actor, and like you're not allowed to like have any kind of jovial thoughts about that because everything is serious.
Mm-hmm.
That's so stupid. I'm like, bro, you did super bad.
I'm over Jonah Hill. I'm so over him. You know what? All it took was him. See, and this is what happens when you show me your dick and you don't warn me first.
Your floppy cock.
I didn't ask for it.
Nope.
I wasn't
Yeah.
prepared for it. And this is what happens, Jonah Hill. This is what happens. I'm over you. Put it away. Nobody asked for that.
Yeah. Speaking of things nobody asked for, I know you don't watch Teen Mom, but now they're not teenagers. They're like 30-year-old women whose kids are teenagers now.
Is this like the island, like the island getaway thing that?
So there's a new season of like, it's called Teen Mom: The Next Chapter.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know who Janelle Evans is, but she got fired because her husband, who is like the Unabomber, if the Unabomber and like and anybody like that's like a huge Donald Trump fan like had a baby.
Oh God.
That's this guy. And I think he like something that kind of like he shot like one of their dogs. Yeah, and it was either like on a live or like there's been like reports where he's beat the shit out of her and stuff. Well, now she was just granted a restraining order.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but like she got fired because of his actions on social media. Because that's one thing that like Teen Moms are real weird about is like they fired Amber Portwood for like domestic violence when she allegedly went after her baby daddy with like a machete and lost custody of the kid. But they fired Janelle for the same thing, and then they bring these women back. And I think it's that paycheck. So she's coming back to like this Teen Mom: The Next Chapter.
Okay.
I think it's one of those that she ran out of money and they're like, okay, she's like, I'm not with, crazy guy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come back and make some money?
And what's her name already did porn. So
Farrah, yeah. Well,
Farrah did porn.
She didn't get fired. She quit. She was the one that went the same kind of route as Kale Lowry, where they don't credit their success with the fact that they were on a reality show where they got pregnant in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, because Kale Lowry would be like, oh, I make more money doing my podcast than I ever did the show. But it's like nobody would listen to your podcast if you didn't have the show.
Yeah.
You were on the show. And then nobody cares about the backdoor Teen Mom. The reason you're somebody is because you were on a reality show.
Facts.
Straight. But yeah. But the island getaway, that's their like Teen Mom vacation where they go and do like
couples like Yeah.
therapy. Like they've done it where it's just like the moms, and they've done like the moms and their moms in therapy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, didn't Honey Boo Boo's mom, Mama June, didn't she go on like that
Yeah, I
marriage
think
boot
so.
camp show or something? Well,
I
look
think
where
so.
we are there. Look where we
Yeah.
are now.
I mean, well, she's what I was like, 'cause I was like flipping through Hulu, and like her show came, like it just popped up as like suggested, and I was like, nah, I
Nah,
don't need a Mama June thing.
I'm good.
And I know we missed the Met Gala. Like we were gonna talk about that last week, but we never did.
Oh
And, like,
yeah.
Cannes was this past week, and there's like some things, but not a whole lot on the red carpets for theirs. Kelly Clarkson says she used Ozempic for her weight loss. I'm so shocked that she used Ozempic for quick weight loss.
But did she confirm that she used Ozempic? Because she did an interview, or she was talking to somebody on her show, and she was just like, it wasn't Ozempic, it was something different.
But it's semaglutide. She uses semaglutide of some sort.
Okay.
It's the same shit. Like it's been coming out that she's used it. Because that's my thing is like unless you have like dramatic surgery, like she's not gonna drop.
Yeah, it was fast.
Quickly.
It was fast.
I diet and exercise where I'm eating like 800 calories a day. My shit is not dropping like that. I'm sorry.
Girl, don't do that to yourself.
I know today is one of those days where like I realized at 5 o'clock I have not eaten all day. But I was smart. Like I had egg whites, I had turkey sausage, I had an English muffin, I had a tomato, I had an orange, I had a yogurt. Like I was trying, but like now I'm to the point where it's like I've eaten too much. I don't eat anymore.
Okay.
And now I'm like water, because even I haven't had time to drink any water today.
Dude, that's something else. When I got up a little bit ago, I was just like, shit, I better go to the bathroom because God, I'm drinking like 2 of my 40-ounce Hydro Flasks a day, plus my Super Greens in the morning. I'm like slamming, 16 ounces right before, and then my coffee, and it's just like I am pissing all the time.
Usually, my basic white bitch stuff, we have like 4 Stanleys a day of water. But I was like 11 o'clock, and I was like, I have not even finished my iced coffee today. And I was like, girl, like what?
You ain't got time. You ain't got time for iced coffee. You got all that water you got to get in.
Well,
but you do have to be careful though, especially if you're on keto. If you're going to start doing keto, you need those electrolytes. So like, make sure that if you get like either like a liquid IV type of product, that's what I use. Or like get a Gatorade. Liquid IV sponsor us. Thank you. And poise, yeah, especially now because I'm peeing so much. If I sneeze hard, I need a diaper change.
If you don't come through, we're going Always
with wings.
No, they have those like Always like old lady panty liners. Like now,
I may or may not have some of those in my bathroom right now.
I have some like for a while, but then Rylan got confused and thought that they were pads. And I was like, no, those are not pads.
They'll work for pads.
I mean, she did. She supplemented like her tampon with them, but I was like, well,
I haven't worn tampons in years.
Really?
I don't like them.
I went that route for a while, but then I got to where, like, now that I'm in my 40s, like, my period doesn't want to cooperate. If you guys, anybody that's watching, if you guys know, like, what we're talking about, if you're getting older and, like, you're not, like, my doctor was like, well, it's because you're not ovulating regularly. And I'm like, no fucking shit. Like, I'm 40-something and I'm fucking spayed. I'm not going to ovulate. So
I think it's just so unfair that when you make the choice to stop having kids and you have your tubes tied, that you continue to have your period. I'm fucking mad about this, and I've been mad about it for years. I am doing my part to
closing your hamper.
I am doing my part to control the population. I am not putting any more children I am not creating any more mouths to feed. I am not creating any more financial burden on myself. I should be rewarded. Yeah. I should not have to have my period anymore.
Well, I mean, that's a fact, but I mean, you could get not a C-section, I'm stupid.
Hysterectomy.
Yeah. Bye, Magic Mom. Love you. You see him fucking skedaddle behind me? Here it comes. Oh, setting ears. Later, children. Go on and get, boy. Damn.
Sweet baby.
Don't you turn that light off. Don't you turn that light off, Mike.
Oh, I was waiting for it. Waiting for it.
Close it. Ooh. He looks at me like, with that thing in there, he's like, I'll fucking do it. Tell me
or
what to do.
or what?
He's like,
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Mom? You gonna beat me on live?
He's gonna be like, yeah. She's gonna get up and turn the light back on and turn it off because she's going to her.
Yeah. My sister had a hysterectomy when she was fairly young when she had hers, and yeah, she's on all these hormones and everything, and I'm just like, I mean, I would rather. I mean, could you? No, I guess you would have to have your ovaries removed in order to not ovulate at all.
Yeah. And that's
But you could
usually
keep
what,
your
like, a
uterus.
full-
Wouldn't you still like produce hormones if you just had your
No, I think
uterus?
they come from your like ovaries. I think that's where it's all produced from. Because like my mom had a full hysterectomy by the time she was 30.
Okay.
She was on hormones. Like they took the whole like all of the kitchen sink and everything, and she was on hormones. Like I think she's probably still on hormones, but she was even told by her doctor probably in her like early 50s, late 40s that you're only supposed to be on like those hormones for like a little bit of time, and like you're basically supposed to kind of hop around, and your doctor, because they eventually, just like with like an antihistamine or something, they stop working.
Okay.
So
Well, you got to be careful because you know those hysterectomy organs, they like to get
maybe
cancer.
fake cancer.
Yep, they like to give you cancer. You got to be careful.
That's
It's not detectable. It's really hard for to notice. It doesn't show up in regular scans. You got to get that fake cancer
yeah,
scan.
it's that fake cancer.
Don't look at me that way. I've been listening to you cackle all day. You can listen to me talk about Missy's
Yeah,
mother
right.
and her fake cancer.
Yeah, we had to listen to your fucking peepaw hat for 30 minutes.
She calls your dad cough your peepaw hack.
I just see him over there like in overalls and like a white fucking hanky.
No
and,
shirt.
Like, blowing. That goes without saying. He's over there smoking his weed out of a corn cob pipe and shit. Hi, Drawing Smiles 22 for joining into our Manifest Drama podcast. This is the kind of shit we talk about.
Yep.
That's kind of Amy's do.
We don't plan it.
Rick.
Yep, we don't plan it. Whatever
No.
flies out of our pie holes is
I
just what we
think
say.
Literally, like, live is the perfect just place for us because we're just a shit show.
Great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't
Yeah.
forget to take a break.
I mean, hold on.
I think that live is a good platform for us too, but we got to figure out how to get people to sit and watch.
Yeah, I think we've got to.
Like,
We
just
probably
like
need to
make a
interact
little
with them.
video and be like, listen, it may not sound like we're saying anything funny right now, but if you hang out for just a little bit, one of two things will happen. One of two things will happen. So one of them will make a reference to something that only they understand, and then they'll both just erupt into hysterics.
Yeah.
Or one of them will say something legitimately funny.
It's funny to us. I
It's
think
funny to us.
I don't know how to. Okay, there we go. And then there is the fun time where we go full boomer and we don't know how to
do anything.
God, we're like somebody's grandma that's like,
Oh, this feels correct.
not coming to the main stage.
Earlier today, I made a little keto hot pocket for dinner or for lunch today, and I told my friends at work, and they were just like, "What are you eating?" I told them, and it's like hot pocket. They're like, "It's like a little hot pocket." And I was like, "Yep, that's my drag name." And then my boss was like, "Coming to the stage, hot pocket."
That's gonna be forever. Like your stripper name from Nina is gonna be because it's moist. Moist hot pocket. I want to figure out how the fuck you did, like when you did interact.
What do you mean? Like what do you?
The question on yours, it was like, do you believe in love at first
Oh, I think it was on. Let's see.
gift and vote, maybe.
Maybe enhance. I don't remember what I did.
Promote community benefits.
Oh, I did lightning Q&A. I think like I
Oh, and then
yeah,
you flip through the questions.
I guess. Can you help me get to 10K? Discuss with your viewers.
How do you slay the day? How do I put it up there?
I don't know. Maybe that's what you're supposed to ask them.
Oh, I wonder if I go on the other TikTok and if I can see what it says. Let's see.
What makes you happy when you're in a bad mood?
Okay, so when I put it on there, it does say like, "How do you slay the day?" You can't see it because I'm an idiot, but it's
Oh,
just on
okay.
my side, so you can't see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Or there's what's the worst pain you've ever had? So I mean, we could start doing stuff like this where we see we have like 2 or 3 people. We can start tossing questions up there. Or we
Yeah.
just have a question up there. I wonder I wonder if we can make our own question. Like, what's your favorite podcast or something?
Not this one.
Oh, shit.
And that's why we're friends.
Yeah, that's it right there. So, well, I will put this on YouTube so that way
YouTube.
YouTube. So that way the 4 people that watch our YouTube can see it.
Okay.
You know, whatever. Man,
My dog is shredding his. I know.
I'm gonna try and get myself to like 1,000 likes because I'm just that narcissistic. My hope would be like the more like likes we get, it would promote us more, but I doubt it. So.
Yep. It probably doesn't work that way when you're liking your own your own live.
But I'm not liking my own live. I'm liking.
Oh, I am.
Another profile for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do yours. Hold on. No, I'd have to switch over to yours. So you're level 2 though.
Level 2? What does that mean?
I don't know. There's like a little arrow when I go to you and it says level 2.
Huh.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I'm gonna like your live a little bit.
Allison says that Electrolit has some good flavors too.
Electrolit? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to look. I see Allison talking now since I'm
Yeah. Allison, what makes you happy when you're in a bad mood? Since I know you're here.
Hi, Lauren Rubin. Thanks for joining in.
Hi, Lauren Rubin. Allison says, She said, she's thinking. She's very smart and she's very like intellectually methodical, so she thinks about what she says. She's not a typical. She's not a typical. No, it is. No, it is. Allison is a real one. Allison is so funny and she's very smart.
Does she want to host this podcast then?
Fuck you. She said that
because we're
drawing. She said that what makes her happy when she's in a bad mood is drawing, and she's an excellent artist.
Okay, that's cool. I like just to bitch about it, so that's much more productive.
You like to bitch about drawing or the bad mood?
Bitch about being a bad mood.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing is complaining about the bad mood that I'm in and all the things that put me in the bad mood. Especially if the thing that put me in the bad mood is one of my family members and they're standing right in front of me.
I mean, that's going to happen on the daily. That's why it's been nice to just come in here where they leave me alone. You know? What is the button if I hit match? Have a friendly competition. Okay, so we could always battle, and then you could just beat me.
What does that mean?
You get more gifts and likes, basically, like if we're battling. So,
but
I don't want to feel bad about myself today.
All right. How much battery do you have left? I don't want you to just. Okay.
Oh, that was a good face to be frozen on right there. That's awesome.
I thought your battery had died just at that moment.
Nope. That was me flipping it down so I have 25% left on this phone. So.
But it is almost 9 o'clock there, so you gotta get them babies into bed. It's almost 7.
You have like
Early.
evening
I'll be in bed
chores.
in half an hour.
But I'm just saying, like, I have lived a whole like we started this at like 7:15 here, so
Yeah.
it's like late. It's dark. The sun's gone. The sun's getting low, getting real big. What is they saying? For to the Hulk, sun's getting low, big guy.
Oh yeah, sun's getting low, big guy.
Big guy. That's what I say to my kids sometimes to get them to calm the fuck down. Sun's getting real low, and then they look at me like I'm stupid. They're like,
Shut up.
"Shut
Shut up. Speaking of the Avengers, I can't wait for the Deadpool movie to come out. Do you like the
Yes,
Deadpool
I
movies? You
love
love. I know you do.
I love Ryan Reynolds. And then watching Welcome to Wrexham, you can see like during the iteration of like the show where he was training because it starts off like first season, he's really thin. And
Mm-hmm.
then you can
And he starts getting bulk.
he bulked up because like his face is fuller, like his legs are like skinny as shit. And like he's really very and like I was like, yeah, you can tell he like made Deadpool, but yeah. We're stoked for that one to come out.
Nice.
There's gonna be a lot of good movies this summer. There's like Inside Out 2 is coming out. Deadpool 3. There's just gonna be so much stuff. Like we've been like binging movies, so we watched all of the Planet of the Apes with this new one coming out. We're starting to figure out like if movies come on Prime where you can rent them for $20. Why am I gonna rent a $20 movie? Or go to like see and it's $35 to go to the movie theater when I can wait a few weeks and I can just pay $20.
Yep. There you go. And you can pause it when you want to.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom. You don't pay an arm and a fucking leg for this for the fucking snacks.
Exactly. And fucking snack. So.
But every now and then I like to go to the movies, like just the act of going to the movies. That's fun.
It's a whole thing. But it's so
it's expensive though.
$20 per person now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go listen to some of these kids scream.
Yeah.
Like we took Micah to see this new Godzilla movie when it came out and like somebody had their like infant.
I don't,
why would you take
read the fucking room. Seriously, don't take it. First of all, the babies, I don't.
Babysitters, you've got to go at like fucking noon when nobody's there. Don't go at like 5 p.m.
Yeah, go when the baby is sleeping.
Yeah.
Don't take the baby at dinner time.
Yeah. But I think
dumb ass.
Because we went to dinner, Kevin and we did date night on Friday, and they sat us in this section where like everybody's children were, and it was fucking loud, and I was like, God damn it! If I wanted to be on loud talking kids,
it was like I didn't ask for the children's section.
Yeah.
If I shouldn't have to specify smoking or non-smoking. I don't want to have to specify children.
Like a fucking so.
I know.
Can I sit in the smoking section where there's no kids?
Well, there's no kids.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Except for that one lady that's always got her kid in her palmos. Don't you tell me how to raise my baby.
That kid's got bigger problems.
I mean,
trust me.
Most of the time, it's just bad dental health and ADHD. My kid grew up with that Coke in its
baby bottle, running around in its Talladega Nights onesie.
How much you want for that weed, old man?
Walk around. I'm all hopped up on
monkey.
What are you looking at, Papa?
You got a floppy butt. And she yelled at me. And I peed my pants. And I got my pee stinky pants all day long. I may be 10 years old, but I'll whoop your ass. God, do not me so fucking I love it. But I did have a dog named Ricky Bobby, so if that's an indication of my life, I don't know what.
My favorite is I'm not gonna be able to say it because I'm already laughing.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody's about to get smacked in the mouth if you don't keep it down.
I gotta lay off the page. That's what we need to do. We need to have a whole podcast episode of us just fucking quote
this movie reference.
And just do it while we're live, and then like the one page, like, hey, James Havers.
Hi, Grace.
This is what we do. So I love fucking Talladega Nights. I love it.
Ricky Booby.
Ricky. I like crepes. Never. I like really thin countries. So now every time I make pancakes, I'm like, I like gluten pancakes. That's how we're looking. I'm here for it. Oh, it is 9:01, so I think I'm gonna
All right.
wrap this shit up. And
Okay. Well, tell everybody where we can find you on social media.
I'm obviously gonna watch me on social media. This is where I am. Mama for Missy 82.
We're on social media right
We're
now.
on social media. If you guys are tuning in to end, this is Manifested Drama Podcast. We are on YouTube. We are sometimes, for the first time ever, doing TikTok Live. And this episode will be cut down and posted on Spotify and Apple and all that jazz later on if you want to go check us out. We talk about stupid shit. We go Adam Sandler movies. We talk about parenting. We talk about podcasting because we're really bad at it. Hey, we have 7 listeners. That's what we do. And then we have YouTube. And then we also have Manifested Drama Podcast, Instagram, if you guys want to go follow us over there too.
And that's all we have. So please like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe on the other platforms, not this one. But you can follow us because
we're awesome.
We'll quote.
Yeah.
We'll quote Talladega. That'd be good.
Yes.
All right, so it was good talking to you. Have a good week.
You too. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.